Here we presents the top 5 best mirrorless camera. Starting of our listed number 5. Panasonic LUMIX GH5. All the cameras on this list shoot video, and most even shoot 4K. But in most cameras, video is a secondary focus. Not so with the LUMIX GH5. Where many DSLRs and mirrorless cameras have short recording limits for 4K, the GH5 will happily continue shooting until the card fills up or the battery dies, and it boasts smooth as butter 60 fps 4K, to boot. Beyond that, it offers a number of video features targeting professional users, including 10-bit 4:2:2 recording, clean HDMI output, and an optional log gamma profile via paid firmware upgrade. While video is a big selling point for the GH5, the camera can hold its own among other micro four thirds shooters for still photos. The 5-axis image stabilization plays a role for both videos and photos. The depth from defocus autofocus is nearly as quick as on the LUMIX S1, and burst shooting is even faster, up to 9 fps with continuous autofocus or 12 fps with focus locked on the first frame. The GH5 also has several Panasonic exclusive features, including 4K and 6K photo modes where you can choose the focus point after the shot, merge several images together for a deeper depth of field, or shoot reduced resolution still photos at 60 or 30 fps, respectively. For more information and price, check out the product links and description underneath the video. Coming in at number 4 of our list. Sony A7 II full frame. The Sony A7 series has long given us some of our favorite digital cameras, and the A7 II brings some of the best qualities of the series together in one camera. With the low light performance of the A7S II, the dynamic range of the A7R II, and some of the A9's blazing speed, the A7 II is plenty of camera for many photographers, and yet it's the least expensive current full-frame model in the series. The A7 II sports a backside illuminated 24-megapixel sensor that delivers impressive image quality, with great results even at very high ISOs in low-light scenes. Equally impressive is the dynamic range, which helps keep more of the details in the shadows and highlights intact. The 5-axis stabilization system doesn't hurt, either, and further improves low-light performance by letting you shoot at slower shutter speeds. The camera also offers a solid 4K video mode, with a plethora of customizable options for adjusting the look of the picture, although it lacks the 10-bit output of the Nikon Z6. Sony has had time to fine-tune the A7, and the third generation is a refined, high-end product. Autofocus is quick to lock on even when lighting is limited, and the 10 fps burst rate holds for 40 RAW files. Perhaps most impressive is how much Sony has improved the battery, which can power the camera for over 700 exposures, the best we've seen in mirrorless. Halfway of our listed number 3. Fujifilm X-T30 mirrorless. Full-frame cameras may be all the rage these days, but Fujifilm continues to prove there's plenty of value in the smaller APS-C format. The Fujifilm X-T30 isn't the cheapest camera you can buy, but it may just be the most valuable. It takes the best features from the impressive X-T3 and whittles away a few of the less essential options to make an affordable, but still very capable, camera. What you get is a camera with a less robust body and a few high-end features, but one that produces image quality that's just as impressive as the camera that costs almost twice as much. The X-T30 uses a 26-megapixel X-Trans sensor that's capable of capturing some excellent images as well as 10-bit 4K video. A 425-point phase detection autofocus system is fast, accurate, and fills the entire frame. The X-T30 can't keep up with the X-T3's burst rate and larger image buffer, but its 8 frames per second are still plenty for most photographers. The camera can also handle 4K video quite well, offering both Fujifilm's F-Log profile and 10-bit 4:2:2 output, making it suitable for even some professional video applications. It's one of the best video modes we've seen in a camera that doesn't reach the 4-figure price barrier. Number 2 of this list. Nikon Z6 full frame. The Nikon Z6 is the mirrorless camera for the DSLR holdouts. While smaller than Nikon's full-frame DSLRs, the grip feels very much like a DSLR. With professional level weather sealing, the Z6 is an incredibly well-made camera. While we haven't always been fans of the early electronic viewfinder, the EVF on the Z6 is both big and detailed, with 3.7 million pixels, while offering numerous advantages over an optical viewfinder, like focus peaking and an accurate exposure preview. The Z6 sports a 24.5 megapixel sensor that's better in low light than the 45 MP of the costlier Z7. Combined with a 5-axis in-body image stabilization, the Z6 delivers impressive low-light results, and can even outperform Nikon's full-frame DSLRs at high ISOs. The new Z lenses are very sharp, although not always cheap. While the still image features borrow heavily from Nikon's DSLRs, video on the Z6 has taken a giant leap forward. 4K can be output with 10-bit 4:2:2 color in the new N-Log profile to an external recorder, something even Sony's third-generation mirrorless cameras can't do. A future firmware update will bring raw video output, a first for any hybrid camera. And coming in at number 1 of our list, Panasonic LUMIX S1. The Panasonic LUMIX S1 isn't exactly what we expected from a mirrorless camera, but in many ways, it exceeds expectations enough to be the most impressive model on the market. Besides the excellent image quality coming from the full-frame 24-megapixel sensor, a 96-megapixel high-resolution mode lets you capture even more detail when using a tripod. We were very impressed with the out-of-camera JPEG image quality, which produces excellent color and contrast, while the raw images offer plenty of flexibility and strong high ISO performance. The S1 uses contrast detection autofocus instead of the usually faster phase detection, but Panasonic narrowed the gap thanks to its proprietary depth from defocus technology. Autofocus tracking and subject recognition is very good, even in low light, and while speed is often indistinguishable from competing phase detection systems, we did notice some occasional misses that cropped up seemingly at random. A comfortable user interface seals the S1's position atop this list. The control scheme doesn't skimp on anything and is highly customizable, offering more direct access control than mirrorless cameras from other brands. It also offers both SD and XQD card slots, with support for even faster CF Express cards coming in the future. For more information and price, check out the product links and description underneath the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel, share this video and hit the like button.